Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views, influences interest on YouTube.
Welcome, thank you for joining me today. I have GigaPower's Gaudenter HQ-05R Blue. I don't know what they be calling these things, but it's Swoop, basically a G1 masterpiece scale Swoop from GigaPower. As usual, these are magnificent robots. They're every single one that I've gotten do not disappoint, and this is no exception. Great figure. It basically transforms just like every other G1 Swoop that you've ever seen, or every Swoop. Basically Swoop transforms basically the same. So yeah, right now he's on his dock, and we'll get into accessories in a minute. Yes, he comes with this, which is a great thing. The only thing with this release is the lights did not come with this release, which I did get. Well, I got this as a present from my fiance and late Christmas gift, and it's a great gift. And also on the website, it does say that the lights don't come with this version. I think this was their reissue, and they didn't put the lights for some reason. I don't know. I don't really care because I don't need the lights. I have lights on my display anyway, but it would have been cool. However, you do get this giant base, and we'll get into accessories right now. Base is nice. It has storage for these swords. Has holes other places. I believe that was for the lights, maybe. The details over here, you see the size. Comes with this right here that locks the two swords. You can also put it on his back in robot mode if you don't want the swords in his hands. You can go up under here and you see these four things. These four things, you can just stick something in there to poke it out. I just pried it up. It's just a cover that covers this piece and a cover that covers this piece, and then you can just insert it. It's very self-explanatory because this is a bigger slot than these. So there you go. You can also have this, like, and that will come out. It just came off of here, but you can move this in this fashion. There's a button here that coincides with each one of these. It doesn't work that well. Well, I guess it does if you push it down. So now it's gonna work. But you push this button up and pull it up, and then you can move this freely up and down, and make sure it's down so it catches. There we go. Right here, this isn't, it moves with a ratchet. It's not the greatest ratchet, will fall down. With the weight of, if you have it like this and you try to, this is on a ratchet as well. You can get this right here to move, and then wherever you want it, you can push this in and to kind of keep it there. These are supposed to, in theory, and there you go. But again, this is a little flimsy, so you gotta have it all the way down like that, or runs the wrist, and I'm not sure if you can tighten that up. We also get the two swords. They do light up. I don't have batteries in them. Not sure what batteries they take, but they light up just like all the other swords. This right here, both are identical. Both look the same. Beak, face to put on in pterodactyl. I don't know what it is. I never knew what it is, pterosaur or something like that, but you can put that on if that's your preference. Kind of like the G1 toy, I believe. The neck piece, I don't really know. I don't really think you need to use this neck piece, but they give it to you. I'm not sure why. I don't know if this is a stronger neck piece or if it's just, they just give it to you. Here's the second face. It's kind of angry face. with red eyes. And I think that's, yeah, that's that styrofoam. Now the only thing with this face is there is a little paint scratching right there. I thought maybe it was styrofoam. I didn't want to mess with it too much. And you get 2 of these. They're exactly the same, so I'm just showing one. They do move. The thrusters move. I think it's a cool touch. Not necessary. And you can plug it into his wings, or you can use it as a gun, depending. And we'll get into that after. And of course, this giant box, which is the norm for Gigasaur, or GigaPower, I should say. I really wish they would get back in the game with making new figures. However, I'm glad they made the Dino box. And last but not least is Swoop in pterodactyl mode, or pterosaurus, or flying dinosaur, whatever he is. He had the gold chrome. His eyes aren't painted on here. I really wish they would have been. Like, this is red, the red eyes, and I really like that, but this is just a gold face with no paint on the eyes. Not sure why they chose that, but it still looks great. It's got the yellow, or the gold, I should say, with the red back of his head, his neck, with the articulation of this. You can move the mouth all the way up. He has like a tongue that fires. Use something. So then you got that. It looks like you can stick blast effects on there. Little teeth. Go, his neck goes down that much, goes up about that much. Can get some side to side action if you want some emotion going on, so that's good. His wings, he has these. You can take these off if you don't like the claws. I kind of like them. Gives it a little touch of realism. But like I said, you can take them off, and it's easier if you put these on his wings. Easier to just take this off because it does kind of get in the way. Got little missiles that's molded into there. Again, you got the 2 missiles. Got the hands on both sides that do come off. You got these little like guns or whatever that's molded in. They look like missiles or something that can fire. You can put the wings up all the way like this and put them all the way down. Even with this on, it goes really close to the body. You can move this up or back like that, and the end wings are up and down. And also his wingspan is humongous. You see that. See what he looks like. When I got this chest piece did fall off a couple times. I put a little crazy glue in the holes. I don't know why it wasn't glued on, but this side was fine. But once I did that, it didn't come off anymore. So I'm cool with that. See the feet go this way, that way, this way. They can spin all the way around if you want them to. They do the individual toes move up and down. His heel spurs don't really move, but you can get him to stand up. It's kind of cool. So he can stand like this, or you see that. Then the back, of course, he has the backpack. That's his legs. That's always been. I don't know if anybody has done anything quite different, but that's what it is. So let's compare him to some of the other Dinobots. Just how they look together. And the team is shaping up for me. Yeah, I'm late, but these guys are great. Great figures. Definitely highly recommend. Spoiler alert. If you start with the legs. So let's start with the legs. Just pull these out in the back. Push the heel spur all the way up. It's gonna go up into that cavity. You do the same thing over here. Again, this is a super simple transformation. Then you get the legs out of, they're pegged in on the side here. And make sure this all goes into this cavity right here. And then it goes around. Then you can fold these in and it kind of locks the legs in. Again, do the same thing over here. Pull it out a little bit, push it down, lock the legs in. Pull this up. It's weird. There's a ratchet joint on this thing, and I don't know why they have a ratchet joint on a panel. I think they were that's just overkill. These heel spurs out, put the panel back down with the ratchet joint on it. I thought I broke it the first time because it has that ratchet joint. You know how ratchet joints sound. So I was like, oh no. Flip that out. That's heavy. The feet is all die cast and they're hard to get out. Tight. And then you can spin it around. Push the feet down. They kind of, the kneecap covers. Then you can pop this up without any tools. I think what it's for is to keep this chest together and apart, but it doesn't work that great. So what you're gonna do, and then once you have that up, then you can pull this out and the whole chest comes out as well. It's kind of spring loaded. And there's a button here that you're supposed to use. I didn't use it the first time, and I don't know if I broke some again, but I don't think I did. But there's the button right there. Doesn't work that well. Like I said, it's fine on my copy. So then you push this down. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's definitely spring loaded in there, but I mean, it's fine. Just push these down here. Kind of keep it, I guess it keeps it together. You pull this down, pull the neck down, push neck back so that's back and flush. You can push this down here and be careful with this head. It's kind of pegged in up here. It's hard to get in and out. There we go. And it definitely is scraping some of the paint off. Isn't great. It'll probably be the last time I'll transform it, maybe. Push that back. And you see the head sculpt with his just plain face. Pull them out, move it around, open this, flip the fist out. Flip the fist around. Same thing over here. Pull that down, turn it so you got the elbow. Pull this, flip this fist around. And then situate the wings. Put them back like this. Fold them. Fold them. And then you can pretty much have them however you want, however you like. Here we are, Masterpiece Swoop. Very nice, chromed out. Forgot to put his tail in. Flip his tail up. He is on to Michael Jackson right now. I don't know why, but there are a couple things that I will say about the joints. The joint up in here, it's not ratcheted, so he can go out, but it slowly comes back together, which I'm not sure if that will be a issue on the shelf. If while he's standing, it'll do the same thing or not. It may not. But I know if it's in hand, like it just creeps. It creeps slowly. I'm making it do it faster, but it creeps slowly like that back into the center. And these feet too, you have to get them like pulled down a little bit so you can get them how you want them. So he's not doing the Michael Jackson. Not sure which one. I may put this one on. I'm having Madonna mode in right now anyway. Maybe when I transform him back, I'll put this one on, since this is a little scratched up in the top. That's 100% from plugging this in. If you can see right there, there's a plug. Plugs into the top of his head right there. That's what that's from. Just into his hand. He doesn't hold it the greatest, but it's fine once you get it in there. And also, you gotta get it in there tight and grip his hands around it. He's fine. Then you can put a gun in his hand so you can see each thing. Just flip this down, stick this in here like this. That too, put that in tight, and then should be good. You can store these back here if you want. There's a hole right there that this goes into that can store each sword. Right now, I'll just put one. There we go. Put his tail up too. So there you go with that. You see go to articulation. So these wings can go up like this. They can also do that in, I forgot to show that, pterodactyl mode, but they're really expressive. They can go up a little bit. They can go back all the way like that. They can move. These can move out if you wanted him to have a spread wingspan like that. His head is on a ball joint, so it's down about that much, not much. Up about that much, not much. And side, he does get some side to side expressive action. It's not a whole great deal there. And spin all the way around 360. You move this out. You can get the hands, the arms all the way around. On ratchet joints. Goes up about that much. Has a bicep swivel. Double jointed, ratchet jointed elbows that get you past 90. Hands are each, let me see, each knuckle is articulated. You have a pin all the way through at the end knuckle, and then each knuckle is articulated, including the thumb. Same way, each articulated. Hands spin around. They don't go in and out. That's fine. Individual skirts. All 6. Move that back so he can do the splits. Again, that joint doesn't fail, but it slowly creeps back to the A stance or the up and down stance. And you got very soft ratchets front and back. Get this back up. And you can move the, I broke the knee connection. There we go. So he does do the hurdles, and it's fine. It's soft, but it feels like friction almost, but it's fine. You got the knee, get you 90 degrees. You actually can get more if you unhook this knee if you really need it. Like you can just unhook the part right here because it's locked in, and then you can get more if you really need that. But I mean, it's up to you. Lock that back in. What I like the pistons in the kneecap, so it's not just broken up. Actually has something in there, so that's cool. You got a cut joint right here for the thigh swivel. Then the feet can go down about that much. It can go up as well. You gotta get them out. Heel spur is independent, so heel spur can go down, not too much up. And there's a rocker. It's a tight rocker. Is there a rocker? Yeah. Super tight though. I thought it was a rocker. It feels like a rocker, but it feels like this is, yeah, there's a rocker. It's like ever so slight though. His wings remind me of Archangel. You can see y'all familiar with the X-Men. But you can see the little paint apps that they put in there, the molded details. It's really great. So yeah, that's it. I'm not going back just because it's super simple to go back. It's not that difficult. Usually I go back when it's very difficult, and I went from out the box to robot. All right, so thanks for watching, and I will get up with you in another video.
Life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.